Hello, welcome back to my channel. Goddamn, Griffin. We're gonna be reacting to part 3. And as a disclaimer, I did watch a video of part 3 already while I was driving to work. So this is my first time like actually visually seeing it, and I kind of don't even really remember what happened in it. So that's gonna be another part of it. And one thing I do remember though is that she mentioned Niki and Gabi being liars. So I found the videos she was talking about. So I'll be playing them in this video.
All right, first question. What kind of ASMR do you watch on YouTube? Lately, I've been really loving like certain...
Just like in my last reaction, I'm going to be cutting out the questions that are just like fucking stupid, like this one.
What's your love language or favorite way to be loved? So,
just so you know, she said she's, in the first video, she said she's answering questions that she doesn't think she's answered before. And as we have seen, she's clearly answering questions she's been asked before.
For the longest, I thought words of affirmation was like top 2 of my love languages, but it's not. It's actually like 3rd. My number 1 love language, I think, is physical touch. Like with the right person, like I cannot touch you enough. You cannot touch me enough. Like, let's be in each other's skin. And then my second love language is definitely quality time. I feel like that is so freaking important. It's not even funny. Quality time with 0 distractions, just you and your partner to connect mentally, physically, emotionally, through laughter, deep conversations, fun, etc., etc. In other ways, I love to be loved that isn't even part of like the love language list, like just understanding and patience and kindness and just like a gentle love.
I have no notes. Well, I just realized I forgot to turn my mic back on for the last couple things, but I was saying that I have no notes for this part.
That's genuinely important to me. What do you actually need a planner for? That sounds like a little bit of shade. So I like...
Okay, but like for real, what do you actually need a planner for?
To plan YouTube videos. You guys don't know this, but I have like a whole list of things that I want to talk about in vlogs or show in vlogs or what do I want to do in vlogs. I'm also a very to-do.
If you're actually like listing out what you want to show in these vlogs that you've been showing us, that's sad. That's sad that you wrote those things down and like that these were planned. You wanted this is what you wanted to show, and you were like, yes, this works.
List oriented type of girly, whether it's things around the house or things I'm doing with my mom or things that I have to do just to remind myself because my memory is not good. So I use a planner to plan. How often do you use your tarot cards? I only ever use them when I truly feel like the universe is like, I want to tell you something, or if I want the universe to tell me something, because it's not always the universe coming to me and being like, girly pop, like we need to talk. Sometimes it's like me saying we need to talk. I genuinely feel like with the tarot cards that I have, like I have treated them with like the kindness you need to treat your tarot cards.
But not the respect.
I might have been a little neglectful. I'm currently actively staring at them because they're on my bookshelf. And just know that I love you guys. I do. It's been like easily over a month, maybe even longer. Oh my God, it's been since before I went to Wisconsin. Holy. I do believe that if you treat your tarot cards right, like they'll treat you right and they'll connect with the universe even more.
I thought she did do a tarot reading on herself or whatever while she was in Wisconsin with the Zoltar cards, but maybe that was 3 months ago, but I feel like that happened definitely less than 3 months ago. I don't know.
I notice some people like you probably think I'm crazy and you don't believe in that, but everyone has their different beliefs. And it's really crazy because I feel like I have like matured a lot spiritually. I used to not really believe in tarot readings or tarot cards or really anything about it, but I'm telling you that was years ago.
Okay, when I saw her, or I should say I heard her say that this was years ago, I'm sitting here like, she's saying years, like it was like 8 or 10 years ago. But I'm pretty sure she was clowning on tarot cards back when she was dating Jade. So, I don't know.
time went on, I felt more compelled to get my own deck of cards and to treat them in the way they deserve and to come at it with like a sense of respect and understanding. Every single time I have done a tarot reading on myself, whether the reading was bad or good, it felt right and it felt true, and I definitely felt it in my heart. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be taking those cards down tonight and doing a reading because I think I need one. And I almost feel like someone asked me that question because the universe was like, Amberlynn, we need a tarot reading. We should speak a little bit. So thank you.
All of these answers sound scripted, so I'm not going to sit here and believe that she didn't ask herself this question, or that she just didn't want to talk about it. Maybe this is one of her talking points in her scheduling.
To the person asking that question, do you still smoke Delta 8 and are you going to stop when you start semaglutide? I do still smoke. I definitely don't smoke as much as I used to, and I will be more than likely stopping when I start semaglutide.
I don't believe she will be stopping when she starts semaglutide. She'll probably just be cutting down. I tried to recap her, like, on semaglutide the second time. I think I still have the video, but the first time I did it, I can't watch those videos again. She was so bad in the Jade era. She was so unbearable in the Jade era. I don't know how I did it. She's unbearable now, but like, watch some Jade era videos. It's too much.
Are there any updates on Rarity? Sadly, no. In my actual...
So why would you put that in the title of your video? Updates on Rarity. Sadly, no. I know you like clickbait, but why are you clickbaiting your dead cat?
And soul and heart, I really do believe that someone found her and they're loving on her. They're feeding her and she has water.
I mean, honestly, this is probably what happened. I
hope.
hope.
Cuddles.
But also, I think the only other plausible reality is that she died. Rarity either died or another family found them and is not giving them back. Because there's no way they didn't see the signs up. If another like person found Rarity, if there was the amount of signs that Amber said was put up around town, there's no way they didn't see them. So either Rarity is dead or with another family and is not giving them back.
I truly believe that someone else is doing the same. For now, I will have her home one day. Like, I do believe that. And I'm putting out all of...
Her fake crying is so... I do believe that she will be back one day. Be fucking for real, Amber.
Do you deep down want to be skinny? If I could have any body type in the world and I was 100% the healthiest I could be, I still would not want to be skinny. My favorite body type is like chunky, like curvy, like thick thighs, like good hips, pretty big butt. I don't want to be skinny for me. I think every body type is beautiful. Skinny, chunky, fat, whatever it may be. Like, I think you are absolutely gorgeous. But for myself, like, I want some curves. I want some meat. I want my partner to grab onto my chunk. What? Will you get another pet anytime soon? No, absolutely not. I'm still waiting for Rarity to come home. What's the last...
I think she needs to be more realistic about Rarity right now. Like, what is Rarity? I mean, honestly, possibly. I'll give it like a 10% chance, but what, is Rarity going to walk all the way from Wisconsin to Oklahoma? Do you think that's what happened? That's why she's been gone for so long, because she's on a trek? Because apparently a dog did that before, so maybe Rarity is also on the same vibe as that dog.
Hypocritical thing you've heard recently that involves another YouTuber. So I don't know if you guys know who this is, but Niki and Gabi are two twins that have done YouTube for so long, probably even longer than me, and I've been on YouTube for 11 years. But either way, they've been on YouTube for literally forever. And they used to do a ton of videos. Like, they had like their own channel. Now they have like 2 separate channels because they decided not to make videos together anymore. But regardless,
She's saying that like they haven't had their own separate channels for like the last 8 years.
They would get so many views, like millions of views. Like, they were part of like the most famous YouTubers. Like, they would go to like Tarte brands and like Bora Bora because like companies would pay for them to do that. And like they were like part of that group, right? Well, Niki has recently came out on her TikTok and like confessed all of these lies. I'm like talking crazy things that like
I want everyone to keep in mind before I show these clips how she's describing these clips and what she's saying. Like what Niki is saying. Okay.
Niki and Gabi both lied about and like faked in their videos. Like so many things that it literally has left my jaw on the floor.
And by the way, Amber has lied about being sexually assaulted, lied about being R-worded, lied about a lot of stuff that is just as bad as that. And she is saying that this stuff has left her jaw on the floor. Okay, keep that in mind.
Like, and I still have not picked it up. Can someone pick it up for me? And I think the reason why my jaw is still sitting on the floor is because nobody's mad.
Oh, also, by the way, these videos were uploaded before Christmas. I will say 2 of them were uploaded before Christmas, I think. 2 or 3. Honestly, maybe all of them. But these were all uploaded, like, in December, I'm pretty sure. If not, you can go to Niki's page, because they're all on Niki's page, but I saved them from there, and what I saw is that they were all in December. And so she's saying her jaw's on the floor now for 3 weeks over these things that they said in the video. Keep that in mind.
Nobody's mad at them.
And, like, keep in mind all she's saying, because she's like, nobody's mad at them. Nobody's mad at them. Literally, I keep that in mind.
That they have lied and, like, cheated their way through the YouTube life. Like, I'm so confused. Like, I genuinely am so confused because, like, that one video that I made 8 years ago where I was like, yeah.
By the way, she made more than one video talking about her lies.
These are the few things that I've lied about, and here are the reasons why I've done it.
And they were her admitting to lying about essay and stuff like that, so.
That has haunted me. Like there's no tomorrow. Like, people still to this day bring it up, and it's been like 8 years now. But Niki and Gabi lied about even worse and even more, and people are just gagged. Oh, we're just gagged. Oh my God.
All right. I'm going to bring them up now. Here are the clips.
Niki and Gabi channel that I've never shared on the internet. So the tea on the reality shows is that everyone was scared to be labeled the villain, so everyone played it safe on camera. And I didn't want our show to flop, so I unapologetically gave my all and actually ended up the villain. We actually snuck 3 hours of sleep during the 24-hour shopping challenge, but slept in our makeup and outfits so it looked believable. We wanted to put out hair tie in 2015, but our team made us wait until 2019 due to the context of the song. Since I lived in Pennsylvania and LA was the 2016 Tumblr aesthetic, I would actually hire Alicia to send me photos of palm trees and random stuff to post on my Instagram feed. During the saturation DIY days, me and Gabi would stage most of the DIYs and then fake the results good enough for the camera. We would film kid-friendly back-to-school videos and then go binge drink with our college friends underage on campus. The whole kid-friendly thing was an act, but a smart one. We paid everyone to be in our videos, including our family, partners, and friends. For a few years, we filmed out of a house called HQ with set-up bedrooms that weren't actually our bedrooms. I edited the videos and made all the thumbnails for the first 7 years before we hired an editor. Filming days always meant a sister fight that a producer had to mediate or break up. We got in a physical altercation on the Girls' Night In Tour 2016. And yes, I did shit my pants in the reality show. That was actually real. That felt really good. Let me know if you guys want a part 2.
And just so you guys know, she also uploaded... Okay, so I was an avid Niki and Gabi watcher back in the day. All of the stuff that she's saying is not exposing anything. They have videos about the house that they moved into to make content in. And, like, a lot of this is... She has videos on it on her page. I'm not going to post them, but go to her page and watch them. Where she says, well, yeah, we had this, yeah, we did this, yeah, we did this, but we have it all on YouTube. You just had to be, like, a really dedicated watcher to know that this is what was going on. I was a dedicated watcher, so that's why I knew that all this was going on. So when I first looked at this, I was like, this is all stuff that everybody knew. How is this getting back at anybody? But let's go on to the second one.
Exposing things about the Niki and Gabi channel that I've never shared on the internet, part 2. So we would actually film our What I Got for Christmas video ahead of time and buy ourselves things and say that Santa got it for us, so that way we could be the first people uploading on Christmas. Our morning routines were never filmed in the morning. Let's be real, me and Gabi were not waking up before noon in our early 20s. We would just change the time on our phone or just not show the time on our phone. We would always pre-film a month ahead, so our bedrooms and setups were always decorated for a holiday that wasn't actually happening in the present. We fake credit card swapped because we didn't trust each other with each other's credit cards, and we didn't actually use the school supplies we bought for our back to school haul. We were in college and we were shopping like we were in high school. At one point point when our relationship got really bad, we filmed a reality show called Twin Intervention, where Gabi and I tried working on our relationship together and with specialists, and it never aired. I actually wanted to change the blue hair way.
Which, again, if you're an avid watcher, you know that they did film something like that, and it did air. I don't think it was called Twin Intervention. I don't think it was taken down. Maybe it was taken down, but there was something up where they had confronted each other, and that was interesting.
Before I dyed it other colors because I saw the success that came with it. So we almost filmed a spin-off of our viral celebrity drive-thru video, but dressed as the Kardashians. But we ended up getting in one of our worst fights dressed as the Kardashians, and it never happened, and we still had to pay everyone. Back in the day, it was hard to get Gabi to promote our music if it didn't match her aesthetic enough. Whenever we'd film an intro sitting together, 95% of the time there'd be an argument that our editor would edit out. The spray tan prank from the reality series was actually a mistake from the spray tan lady, and Gabi just rolled with it. And us and our old producers are forever trauma bonded.
Did that leave your jaw on the ground? So far in the first two parts, is that worse than lying about being essayed? Is that worse than lying about your ex-partner essaying you? Is this worse than lying about your dad's friend assaulting you? Alright, we're gonna move on to the third one.
Exposing things about the Niki and Gabi channel that I've never shared on the internet, part 3.
Hey,
Before I expose more, I do want to say that a lot of the staging was because we had to be efficient with time. There was 2 of us, 2 busy schedules, and we wanted to bring you guys entertainment. But with that being said, our 4-week videos were filmed in a day. Like, swapping boyfriends for a week, swapping lives for a week. The Black Friday hauls were just hauls uploaded on Black Friday. We didn't actually go Black Friday shopping. We always wanted to, but we were always anxious to go Black Friday shopping for some reason. In the years I wanted to go Black Friday shopping, she didn't want to. In the years she wanted to go, I didn't want to. We only started pre-filming our what we got for Christmas videos because leading up to 2016, me and Gabi would actually film and edit on Christmas, and it would turn into a family fight. My favorite color was never blue, it was just our branding. Real OGs know my favorite color has always been yellow. Confirming the iconic Bora Bora Tart trip did have a ton of drama. You guys picked up on the vibes, and you were right. Our group collabs during the saturation days were literally a bunch of us in our 20s cosplaying as teenagers, and we all saw it as normal. For the overnight challenge in a school, we had one of our partner's friends pretend to play the security guard to kick us out of the school because we thought the video was lackluster and boring without that. Even though our podcast was briefly on our channel, it ended because we partnered with a network and it didn't feel like our own, and it's crazy how many of these I could make, so let me know if you want a part 4 or if I should stop. Exposing things about the Niki and Gabi channel that I never shared on the internet, part 4. So the iconic Niki Gabi Tana bathtub collab was planned by Gabi. I was deaf, more of the goody two-shoes back then, and I was nervous, but we actually ended up having so much fun. We really felt like we were being ourselves, but after we posted it, we got reamed a new asshole by our team and we had to private it. I honestly get it now. Gabi was the cooler, more social one, if I'm gonna be honest. I was glad she pushed me out of my comfort zone. You guys are wondering if all the lifestyle girls were actually friends in real life or if we just filmed together. And the truth is, there was like a lot of little groups within the big group, but when we would all get together, it would mean serious business. Everyone was a bunch of 20-something-year-old business women walking around with backpacks and pool floaties on film days. The How to Lose Weight Fast and Easy video that's going viral on here, where I told you guys to only eat half of one slice of pizza, was me not realizing I had disordered eating. In the DIY saturation days, most of the tips we made up ourselves, like the red 40 lemonade that's also going viral on TikTok. It didn't matter if it tasted good, it just had to be aesthetic. For our show, Wheel of Fashion, we would actually film all the episodes in one day in the same hair and makeup, and both me and Gabi would get crazy ADHD burnout as we were filming. We got our first business manager when we were 18, so we didn't fully understand how much we were actually making. And the hungover shopping challenge was really me and Gabi after pulling an all-nighter, but it had the same effect. Do I keep going with these? Let me know.
That's it. That's it. That's what she said. Left her jaw on the ground. I'm not even going to say anymore. Let me know what you guys think about that down below.
And like, nobody cares. I'm like, I don't know what planet. As Yo Mama says, am I in the upside down? Like, am I in the upside down? Am I living in the upside down right now? And as a viewer, like, I'm hurt. I'm like, what? You lied about.
She's hurt. She's hurt by this.
All of that was fake and like orchestrated. And I'm just like, what?
Yeah, that's what people who have production companies do. You had to be a fucking idiot to not realize that that's what they were talking about. So, what we're gonna go over is this. Amberlynn Reid is what? 35, 34? Niki Demartino and Gabi Demartino are 29 years old. And she is surprised that when she was watching their videos to get ready for high school, they weren't in high school. You were already out of high school by the time they were in high school. Like, what? So they were making these videos when they weren't in high school and you were still watching them and you're surprised? I can't.
What is going on? I can't be the only one that's upset, but according to how everyone's reacting, everyone's totally fine with it. totally cool. You know what? You're skinny, you're beautiful. Go ahead.
And they got away with this because they're skinny and beautiful. Of course. Why can't they just get away with their white lies, Amber? Remember you said why is everybody mad at Trisha for her big lies but not your white lies? Are these not little white lies? I mean, they're way less worse than whatever you consider white lies are, so like, oh, they had a house that they filmed in that wasn't actually their house. How dare they?
Good lie. It's totally fine. Are you still friends with Alexis, and can we get an update on that? We are still friends. We are not as close as we used to be. I think that I do have like a wall up, and I think she knows. Obviously, like the trust there due to the betrayal, like there's no trust there, you know? And I think she knows that, and I think she feels bad, but I think she's being patient and she's being understanding and she's being kind and just like not forcing anything, which is what I appreciate. Like I genuinely care about Alexis and I love her, and I know she feels the same for me. So I'm glad that I was able to forgive her and we were able to hang out quite a few times and like have a great time. But I think it's gonna take a while before things ever get back to how they were, if they ever do. How big is your bush? I have a dainty bush. If you could ask...
Who asked?
Jordy one single question and have him answer honestly and without bias or trying to impress his audience, what question would you ask him? Honestly, there's a lot. I have a whole interview I could give him. Trust. Jordy, hello. I know you're watching. I know you're watching by yourself first, and then you like to watch again while you're reacting, which is weird because why can't you just watch the first time during your reaction? Is it because you have to think of things to say and to complain about and to nitpick and all the little fat jokes you make? Is that what it is? You have to like ponder that while you're playing your little World of Warcraft in your mom's basement? Don't answer that because
I think it's funny that Amber wants to talk about how Jordy just plays World of Warcraft and is in his mom's basement as if she doesn't play video games, and also she can't even leave the house without somebody else's assistance. And until 2 years ago, she couldn't even live on her own. And she still technically even can't without somebody else coming over, aka her mom. So she's just being a cunt for no reason.
that's not the question. My question is, you say that you want, you know, the best for me. You want me to go on semaglutide and lose the weight.
She definitely like wrote this monologue down. This is an Amberlynn Reid monologue right now. We are experiencing Shakespearean history.
Say that you're just a reaction channel and you're reacting to just, you know, me as a person, and supposedly I'm just not a good person and all that. But what makes you better?
Okay, I can name a couple things. No one's abused their animals like you do. No one throws them over their shoulder. No one just feeds them until they're fat as fuck. Like, and no one doesn't walk their dogs. They take care of their body. They take care of their children, probably. You know, the people that you consider, or the animals you consider your children that have ran away and are now morbidly obese, like your dog Twinkie. What else? We haven't abused our exes mentally and sometimes physically, like you have and admitted to. And we don't go around making sock accounts commenting on people's stuff like you did with the ankle, like you did in the Reddit pages, like you've done in comments on Instagram, like, and YouTube. Like, it's very strange. Those are some.
Minute or 2 minutes, you have a fat joke. A very mean fat joke. You are fat phobic and you're fat shaming, and your audience eggs it on. What
You're also fat phobic, Amber.
makes you any better than me? You are actively making fun of someone's weight, size, and body for money, for monetization gain. But yet I'm the bad person? I know you're gonna have a rebuttal. I know you're gonna manipulate your audience. But either way, if you were just reacting, like, why is it okay to be fat phobic while doing so? Is that because that's all you have? Because I'm not as shitty as you really thought I was, and my life isn't as dramatic as you want it to be. So the only thing you have is like every other minute making fun of my...
The only person you have in your corner is a death feeder. So I'm not going to listen to anything you have to say, honestly, when it comes to the morality of things.
My body and my weight and my size and my issues, that's pretty fucking pathetic if you ask me. And I think it's time you go outside and get a little bit of sun. You're looking a little pale. All right, you guys.
And you have some fucking nerve and gall to say that when you're literally the same color as the wall behind you. Like, girlfriend, you don't go inside unless somebody can drive you somewhere. Or unless you're picking up your fucking DoorDash order. So, I just don't get it. Like, you're throwing stones from a glass house.
Guys, I enjoyed this one. I hope that you guys enjoyed. We have one more to go, and I'll see you in that video. Bye.
Honestly, I think she's just a piece of shit, and it's gonna be really hard to convince me otherwise. And it has nothing to do with her weight. So, she just uses that as a crutch, her weight and her fucking BPD as a crutch for everything. So, I would like to know your guys' thoughts, comments, and concerns down below, and I will see you guys for part 4, which I will be recording later, so I will be in the same outfit. Bye.